I think making a difference in communities that have never seen this before, seen what music can do for a community. Genre aside, having a program and having someone, whether it's me or anyone else, come in and change the script as to what is out there, what we can provide people, what unique circumstances can come from having a high-quality music program in a low-income area, or having a high-quality music program in communities that, to no fault of their own, have just never had that opportunity before. If you want to break through, you have to really love it. It is not easy. And there's room. There is room. There is room at the top. And I'll let you know when I get there. But there is room at the top. But you have to really love it. There's not a lot of room, but there's room. There's an important mentor of mine, Jack Schatz, who always prompted when I was in school. There are four P's of success in terms of freelancing in New York. Politics, playability, personality, and punctuality. You could usually get hired 3 out of the 4, right? So if you're a good person, you show up on time and you're able to play the game. If you are lacking technically on some things with the instrument, right? No one's perfect, but you show up on time, you play the part, you're a good guy, woman, girl, whatever, you'll get hired. You know, that really resonated with me because it's so true. And like with anything, you could put that with anything. I knew I wanted to be an educator, but I also knew that I wanted to perform professionally, and I wasn't sure of like the order that I would do it, but I knew that eventually I'd end up in the classroom. I come from a long line of educators, some music, some not music. The majority of people on my father's side of the family they're all teachers. I kind of knew that that's where I wanted to go, and I wanted to do that. It's not like I was sort of forced into that path, but I also wanted to freelance. I wanted to perform, and I wanted to get that experience and focus on being happy and doing what I loved. I think because seeing what it did for me when I was younger, seeing all the opportunities, everything that it did emotionally, socially, physically for me, was something that I wanted to keep close and provide to other students and show them that there are a lot of great opportunities out there. Whether you pursue music or not, I think it opens up a world of different opportunities that highlight you as an individual. I think the biggest struggle is reaching every student and knowing that you can't reach every student. The administrative things like funding, that's all that you deal with. Programming issues, students going into class when, you know, being pulled for music, whatever, that you deal with. But knowing that you can't reach every student and knowing that you cannot provide your education, your music training to that student for whatever the reason might be, that's tough sometimes because you want to be able to do that, but there are circumstances that you can't control. Maybe that student is going to move, or there's a language barrier. There's a lot of E&L students, right? Students who are learning English. Luckily, music is an international language, so truthfully, when they are in my class, they really don't have that big of an issue, truthfully. Of course, there's problems communicating, but look, an A-flat's an A-flat here, it's going to be an A-flat in wherever else you go. Teach music program in Bushwick. I teach at a school, it's called EBC High School, East Brooklyn Collaborative High School, public high school, heart of Bushwick, safe high school, standalone high school, meaning that we don't share the building with anybody. It's a music program that is certainly unique to the area. We're one of the only sequential high school band programs in Bushwick, truthfully. They are few and far between. Within this district, I really only think it's me and maybe one other person. While we are the only game in town, it's nice to have that structure available for students who do want to pursue music. Bushwick's big. Brooklyn is a large borough. There are a lot of great high schools in Brooklyn that have outstanding music programs. Great high schools, great music programs. EBC is so centrally located that we offer a music program that is easily accessible to students in the surrounding area that maybe don't want to travel to Fort Hamilton, or they don't want to travel all the way to Williamsburg or wherever, Queens maybe. We offer a music program that can provide them that education. We enroll 500 students per se at the school, and the majority of them take music. We provide as much of an equitable program as we can. If somebody's interested in this career, get out of the practice room. Know your stuff, gotta know it. Know your scales, know what your teacher tells you, listen to your teacher. After that though, after all of the stuff that's expected of you, right? All of the things that are expected of you to learn, the repertoire that you need to learn, the music theory that you need to learn, all of the things that that it should just be back of your hand knowledge. Get out of the practice room. To be a 21st century musician requires that you could do it all. And it didn't used to be like that. Now you have to do it all. Jazz, classical, commercial, gotta do it all. That's hard. But you have to love it. If you love it, if you want to learn new genres, contemporary music, see a lot of live music, follow your colleagues. If there are people that graduate graduate college that you're at, that that are going to be something someday, follow their career. Play next to someone who's better than you, always. Never forget where you came from and who your early mentors were. Because they're able to see things in you that you weren't able to see. And as you get older, these things start coming out, right? I'm doing things now that my teachers did when I was younger. And this is very specific to music and performing arts in general, right? Because you mentor with people. There are people that teach you. There are people that are very successful that you have the benefit of learning from. And it's easy to take all that for granted. This is a S.E. Shires trombone. They're modular instruments. Shires makes modular instruments, meaning that all of these pieces are interchangeable. It is a tenor trombone with a F attachment Thayer valve. It is an axial flow sort of technology, and trombonists out there will understand. I've had this horn, for about 12 years. That might sound like a long time, but it's actually really not. Instrumentalists out there who have had their instrument for a really long time. It's modular, so there are parts on here that I initially got that are not on here anymore. The metal is different. The mouthpiece is relatively new. There are a lot of things about this horn that have made it playable to me. So if I gave somebody else this horn, they might like it, but it will never work for them like it works for me. I think having a very specific subset of individuals that specifically insure musical instruments is one of the most important things you could do with your career, in musical career. A lot of my friends, colleagues, professional players, they have their instruments insured with Clarion. It's such a niche thing. You know, you have your car insurance, you have your homeowner's insurance, your renter's insurance, but instrument insurance is not something people think about. If I had my way, I would have Clarion insure all my instruments at school. I wouldn't go with anyone else, truthfully. I think if you're a college student and you're getting serious about it, you got to insure your instrument. You just have to insure your instrument because your instrument pays rent. It gives you the opportunity to eat every day, right? And that might seem dramatic, but it's really not. There are a lot of instances where there are gigging musicians who, if they don't have their instrument, they can't afford rent. This is people's livelihoods. This is people's jobs. So if that is you, it should be insured.